¿Qué rollo plebada? Su compa Benito de Serra.
Con su compa George.
And this is another episode of Algo Leve podcast.
Episode number 4.
And today we have a special guest, músico from...
Straight from Anaheim.
The homie.
Shit, no, what was it?
Oh, you're like 30 minutes off, but
I'm
La
off.
Puente,
La Puente,
Covina.
West Covina. I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
still
yeah.
tampoco.
The homie Christian. The homie Christian.
The homie Christian. No, coming up, soon coming up, celebrity. What?
I mean,
Famous
that's the
guy?
plan. That's the plan.
Shit.
Hopefully, si Dios quiere. That's
Well,
what I-
Chris, what's going on with you? What's your name? Introduce yourself. Let's give us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Christian, 22 years old, and I'm currently freelancing as a músico.
So you just went solista right now, right?
Yeah. Actually, not too long ago, I left my grupo.
You just left your grupo?
Yeah.
On good terms, on bad terms?
On terms that I left.
Verga. We're going to get into that right now.
All that, we'll get onto that juicy stuff. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about drama, relationships, just honestly, anything. Stay tuned. Benny's mad because I'm off, but aquí andamos. But, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Because if you don't share, you're whack as fuck. And, yeah, shit. Let's get right into it.
I got to get you drunk more often.
Why?
All right, we're going to take our first shot.
Oh, I forgot about the shot.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, baby, you can come in up.
Oh!
Ajá, se mamó.
For sure.
So
Oh.
just like every other, just like
Check
every
this
other,
out. Ya está dando bien pedo el compa.
I've had
Just like
one
every other
beer.
episode, we're gonna take our shot and shit. You already know what's happens. So let's get right into it.
All right, start pouring them up.
Fondo, 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 fondo.
Fondo, 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 fondo.
Is this all he gets?
Fuck it, pour me a little bit more.
A little bit more, Chappie. Well, cheers.
Cheers to Algo Leve podcast.
Algo leve.
So, and what made you pick up the guitar? You saw the guitar at your house. How'd you get your first guitar?
My first recollection of my first guitar was probably when I was 14. 14 is when I started getting into like all this musical shit. Ariel Camacho, Jesus Ojeda, Cuate de Sinaloa, all those.
Those are some people that inspire you in like your music, or the people you look up to, or.
I mean, I feel like everyone looks up to them, you know, to some degree. Ariel Camacho definitely was the one that just broke the.
And so because I play guitar too, and I was gonna ask you, was El Karma the first song that you learned how to requintear? And I bet you it is, because that was every músico that I talked to, especially that like plays guitar, the first song El Karma was the first one that they try to learn.
It was one of the first ones, for sure. One of the first ones. But if I'm being honest, the first song that I did was La Pelota de Lolita by Los Cuates de Sinaloa.
Oh, okay.
The first one, but I think El Karma was like second or third for sure. Like,
Yeah,
definitely.
because that's always like the I don't know why. Ariel Camacho was a beast. R.I.P. Ariel Camacho.
Rip.
And I remember because I was a senior in high school and I was gonna go see him in concert before he died. But that shit just fucking hit. Ariel Camacho to I think every requintista or just guitar player or just anyone trying to get into the music industry, right? I feel like Ariel Camacho was like, fuck, este güey pegó. He was like an idol of mine, you know? And I feel like El Karma was a song that a lot of músicos were like, fuck, I want to learn it.
Shit, I mean, it is hot. It's a popular song. I fucking love it. I mean, I don't know how to play no instrument, but I fucking love that song, you know? That was one of, like, the first song, corridos, I heard.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's probably why, like, people fuck with it so hard because, like, yeah, I feel like fuck with it because it's, like, something that, like, they first heard. I mean, that's what, to me, too, because that's the first one of the first corridos I heard good, and, like, remember, like, that's a Karma, you know? I mean, that's the first, like, corrido I probably, like, I knew the name of, you know? That's me. I mean, shit. You know, fuck you, Benny.
I'm not.
Benny's
He
a nut.
laughed. He laughed. I laughed with him.
Benny's a bitch. Benny's a bitch.
Yeah.
we could always play it back and see.
No,
you know?
let's see.
I saw you laughing and then I laughed with you. No, because like,
It was a laugh of approval. Like,
no, it was because I just looked this way and then you're like, like okay.
No, no.
I'm not making fun of you,
It was a
dude.
laughable proof. Like, it's just a smile.
Look,
Yeah,
everyone was a
everyone-
novato,
everyone-
fool. You could pick up the guitar tomorrow and you could start learning, fool, but it's all on you. O sea, la música sale de ti, güey. It's not
You know,
necessarily
that's like another song that like wasn't like another song que go for me. When Tercer Elemento was first coming out and popping, that was like my prime in corridos. Like that's like I wish I could go back to those days where like every time when like Tercer Elemento or like also they were dropping an album and like a good ass album like Chinito or like El Afro, you know what I mean? Like that shit was good, you know what I mean? Smoke Me Out tour was good. And like all like now we don't have none of that shit, you know what I mean? Now we have Chino Pacas.
fool, but you can't hate on Chino Pacas, bro. You can't hate.
No, you know what I'm talking about. You know why I said that, right?
Yeah.
The concert, you saw that?
No, I didn't see the concert.
Well, he had a concert with it was his first ever concert with JLP brought him out, and they were singing I forgot Dijeron que no iban a lograr, and he no podía cantar, güey. Like he couldn't sing the song at all.
He messed up the lyrics, but what I was telling him, if he hasn't sing live, you know, you can't really judge like when someone goes like live in front of an
I
audience.
feel like if
It was a
someone
big audience,
if someone's putting themselves out there, you know, they're bound to make a mistake. You know, not everyone's perfect, like they say, and props to him for even trying it. Cause fuck, I don't know, a musical, for example, I've never been in a stage that big.
Mm-hmm.
Stadium.
Stadium. So it's like, my hat's off to you for even standing in front of all those people.
But to me, I just go back to like this is like your banger song. Like this is your one hit. Like this is your your anthem.
Right.
How are you not gonna know your anthem?
Yeah, it's like your one anthem and you fuck it up. You know.
And it's just like the Starks the Sparks not Sparks Battle Banner. The fucking
The national anthem?
National anthem. It's like you go sing the national anthem and you can't fucking sing the lyrics to it. Like people are gonna clap. Oh come on, that's like come on. You can't fuck it up.
Have you ever sing in front of anyone?
I haven't, but
There
it's
you
just
go.
like if he's a musical, I'm pretty sure he's sang like in parties and privadas and other
Fool,
things.
but look,
it's
a
just
party or privada doesn't compare to the fucking millions of lights that you see that are shining on you. The moment of anxiety when you hit the stage, fool. Because at least for me, I don't know how it is for you. Like when I've sang in front of like 100 people, 50 people, 10 people, that los nervios te ganan.
oh, definitely. I mean, I feel nervous about singing in front of you guys sometimes. Even you guys, you could. But at the same time, me if my profession was being a musical and I can't perform, what the fuck? If you know what I mean, like that's your job and you can't do it right. It's the only thing you're doing. You're not even going to school.
Okay, but watch. I feel like you're judging too hard, fool. I feel like you're judging too hard. Cause look, even you said it. That was his first time coming out.
Right.
He came out for the first time with JOP.
Right.
Just imagine you're next to JOP, fool. Tu
En
sueño
mojo,
se ha
güey.
logrado.
En mojo, güey.
Your fucking your shit, your songs like fucking trending, and JOP brings you out, fool. You're in front of thousands of people, everyone's cheering. Te vas a trabar, güey. I don't care who you are, fool.
Fool, I could learn this song. Dijeron que no la iba a lograr.
I keep singing it.
Ahorita todos están callados. That's JLP's part. That's JLP's part.
Sing it.
That's
Sing
JLP's
it.
part.
Sing
That's
it.
JLP's
You just got stuck.
Watche lo que el morro trae. El agua quita
Look, in
lo
all
que
fairness-
anda
You see?
dando.
Yeah, I would have booed you.
No la guacho
Look,
no
in all
la
fairness, if I
bajan.
may, I feel
I did better than Chino Pacas right there and then. Fool, te lo juro.
Es que no lo compares. It's that you're just chilling with us. Like until you're in that moment in time.
No, definitely.
You're in that moment in time. We could all talk. We could all say, I would have done this. I would have done that. But
Definitely.
we weren't the people there, And again, everyone has an opinion. You could say whatever.
Right.
But shit, it's hard.
It
And
is
I feel
hard.
like we shouldn't bring each other down in that aspect. It's like,
No, definitely.
you know?
But at the same time, yes, I'm not bringing them down.
and,
but at the same
I
time,
say it like as a musical,
Yeah, definitely. I'm not saying I don't fuck with this. I love the fucking song, bro. I love that song. Dijeron que no la iba a lograr. All the other
And it's okay.
Pacas is
It's
fucking
okay to
dope.
disagree because
You know what I mean? But
we
I'm
have
just
that
saying-
perspective, and
I'm just saying, like,
you're the
when-
consumer listening to the song.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
me, if I would have gone to the concert and that would have happened to me, and like, I'm like, what the fuck? What did I pay this money, like this ticket for? You know what I mean? If you can't perform.
But it was
Professional.
one song out of the whole
But that's
concert.
that's the only song he has.
Okay, but
But it wasn't
here's
his
the
show,
thing.
correct?
Here's the
What?
thing.
It wasn't a show.
It wasn't his
It
show.
was, they
There
just
you
brought him
go.
out.
But
Okay.
he's like, why you waste my time like that?
No, it's not even why you waste my time. Look,
Uh.
and this is one thing that I've always seen from like a lot of podcasts or just people who are reviewing singers or just anything. if you're not a singer, if you've never got on stage or if you've never sang in front of anyone, you shouldn't comment on why a singer fucks up or why a singer failed or why he couldn't remember the lyrics. Because if you're not in that moment, if you don't put yourself in that limelight, and from now on, I'm gonna take you to karaoke.
No,
puto.
I'm saying
nah, fuck
no,
that.
no,
I'm gonna take you to karaoke.
Wait, let me talk. No.
I'm gonna take you to karaoke in front of 50 people, and you're gonna see the fucking difficulty trying to read lyrics because they have the lyrics
On the
down
floor, right.
on the floor.
Right.
They have the lyrics down on the floor, but you don't know the difficulty of trying to sing in front of 50 people cuando tienes nervios.
I understand. He has nervous things. And that. My hats off to him. You know, Chino Pacas, you're doing it.
He's a shit talker.
Sucking his dick.
No, hats off to
músico.
him.
Está hablando mierda este vato.
Hey, Chino Pacas, me and Chris, we're on your side, fool.
They're gonna get invited to the show.
Entendemos, somos músicos, güey. Este tacuache.
No, check it out. My hands off to Chino Pacas. Fucking, he's doing it big. He's young.
I'm gonna cover the song this week. Actually.
But the thing is, if I'm a musico and the only thing is that, I mean, I would practice over and over again, me knowing I had this. But that's just me, cause, coming in from a professional standpoint, it's just like saying if my craft, I'm gonna practice my craft. So when someone hires me and to execute it, there's no but, ifs, or ands. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do it at the 100 and not fucking half-ass it. You know what I mean? How's my credibility now? Saying I'm not gonna hire, I say another label or event host. They're not gonna want to hire him. Why am I gonna hire him if you can't even perform? I'm saying as a business standpoint.
Okay. He's not wrong. Okay, I'm gonna say it from
I'm not gonna invest my money.
I feel like you're entitled to your opinion because that's correct. It's like we are professionals, quote unquote. So we should be prepared for a stage like this. You know,
right.
If we're gonna come out, we're gonna be prepared. This is why we work our entire lives to be in this very moment. And if we don't perform, which sadly it happens,
right.
That's the case where it's like, you know, people are gonna be upset. But at the same time, there's no right or wrong answer here. It's
right,
like,
definitely.
hey, like,
but at the same time, he was a special guest, so I give him benefit of the doubt. Chino Pacas, you're good.
still a shit talker, but you know.
Yeah, still a shit talker. Hey, Chino Pacas, if you see this in the future, we're gonna bring you on the podcast y aquí te vas a defender tú mismo. Because the homie George is talking shit and I don't like that.
I fuck with him, bro. I like Chino Pacas. I fucking bang his songs. When I turn on my Central, bro, I turn that shit.
Wait, hold up.
No,
Hold on. What was one of the first things that he said earlier? When he was like, oh, well, look, some of the people that I looked up to was Tercer Elemento and like Legado Siete and the Afro Tour. And who are we left with? Chino Pacas. You said that, fool.
No. Every time like Tercer Elemento or like also were dropping an album, like a good ass album, like Chinito or like El Afro, you know what I mean? Like that shit was good, you know what I mean? Smoke Me Out Tour was good. And like all like now we don't have none of that shit, you know what I mean? Now we have Chino Pacas.
And we have that on recording. So no le andes chupando el pito a Chino Pacas just because we put you on the spot, homie. Okay? Like that.
Play it back.
I'm gonna play it back.
Se mamó.
But from musical to another musical, right? And I don't consider myself. Well, I am a musical because I sing.
Oh, okay.
I play guitar.
You have a guitar, right?
I play guitar. I play accordion. You know,
Yeah.
I sing.
Musical.
Y todo el pedo, güey.
Aprobado.
What is one of the things about a tocada, right, that you hate? Like just
One of your pet peeves.
an interaction between client to musico or the people who are at the party that you know, like what are some of the things that you don't like when you go to a tocada?
First things first, I love all my clients, every single one of you guys that has gotten me for a gig. I appreciate all of you. You've all been great. You know, you've paid me for doing what I love to do. Just put that out there first.
Definitely.
So what I have, you know, most of the time it's not the clients, but maybe like a guest or two or someone that just wasn't invited. Or
Yeah, the invitado.
we're gonna assume that it's just someone that they have no correlation to because I have a feeling that I have good connections with my clients. The typical drunk requester that just comes and, you know, doesn't get the idea like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna try my best to take out this song, and if I can't, you know, I'm sorry, but I'll try my best to do it. And I'm being sincere. A lot of musicals don't even give you the time of day for that. Like if we're being real, like they're too busy with the time that they have and stuff like that. Me personally, I'll try my best to check out a song that they got. I'll even go as far as taking it out on the break. And if I really can't, or we just can't get it together, then we'll tell them, you know what, like my bad, but we got you another one, otra.
Ahí te la debo.
Te la debo, you know, like that's typically what it is. What about you?
Has it ever happened to you when like someone asks you for a song, un tío pedo, cántame el centenario? You play el centenario. Hey, ¿y no me tocas el centenario?
Yeah, but I mean,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, pues ya se las toqué, no la oyo. Like, has that ever happened to you or?
all the time.
Yeah?
Definitely all the time. I personally don't mind it.
Right.
You know, you have to understand in the profession we're in, we're dealing with, you know, people that aren't sober.
They're
We know what we're
intoxicated.
getting ourselves into, so we have to have a level of professionalism to that degree. It's like, hey, like we came to play, but we're well aware that people are not in their five
And then,
senses.
yeah,
So
definitely.
we have to be able to work around that.
Cause I never actually like had a group or done like any tocadas, but at least with like all of the homies that I've gone with, right, to tocadas, I see a lot of shit that happens, right? When a lot of fools ask for older songs with a newer grupo, right? Be like, oh, jefe, tócame esta, but it's like a tololoche kind of like old school Durango, but it's a new school like norteño group, and you
Right.
can mix like songs, and then
something like that, and like for like a fucking has a tololoche. I mean,
wait, what?
that. Na, 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 na.
Oh, no te preocupes por mí, aquí todo sigue igual.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
first, I'm like, what the fuck are you mumbling?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this?
I was like,
This
Yeah,
interrupted?
like
No, I know what's no a new school norteño group would take that one out.
yeah, you think so?
Yeah, they've done it before. No, no te preocupes por mí.
No, I feel like,
Aquí
I'm
todo
saying, like-
sigue igual
I'm telling you,
como cuando
You're telling me like a
estabas
grupo, like-
tú.
the Tacuache Fuji had
Sí,
here the other time.
nah.
They're gonna know that song.
Huh?
The Tacuache Fuji had the other time. They're gonna know that song. I hear at the barbershop.
The who?
The grupo you had here the other time at the barbershop.
Yeah, they know that song.
Yeah.
Look, and here's the thing, like one of the things, like as a musico, you know when a musico comes prepared because they've been practicing for so long, they've been in the business for so long, because of the tanda that they have. ¿Cuál quieres? And they say it with certainty. I hate new grupos when they're like, esa no te la debo. Ah, esa no te la debo. And I know like some songs, like, okay, si te dijera like, oh, una de Julián Mercado. Not everyone knows who Julián Mercado is.
Right.
Julián Mercado is a fucking beast, but not everyone knows who he is. But because he's sireño, you can ask a norteño group to play a Julián Mercado song.
Right.
So that's what, like, you know, that's where, like, I think one of the things is, like, if you're asking for a norteño song, right, like with saxophone, you can ask a sireño group to go play it. I think,
Well,
like,
no way.
that's one of the things that I've seen, like,
The people
when I
get
go
mad.
with, like,
I,
music.
Or, yeah,
I feel like there's more of a. Oh, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, I feel like people just don't understand the difference of sireños, norteños, what other norteños, sireños, norteños,
Cumbieros, sonideros,
sonidero,
banda.
Yeah.
banda, tamborazo. Like tamborazo and banda is two different things.
Yeah.
Tamborazo is puro sonido, boom, 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 and banda is like con voz, segunda voz, you know what I mean, from full everything, and just tamborazo is just odd, you know, just instruments.
Mexican music is put out as a broad, but
Right.
there's so many variations.
Definitely.
There's so many genres within Mexican music. And clientes don't understand that.
Don't, yeah,
They'll
no.
be like, oh, agarramos un grupo, they're going to be able to play everything.
Hey, cántame.
And they want you to play everything at 350 la hora.
Okay, so
And that's the thing. And I hate when people, I'm like, fuck, 500 an hour. Yeah, lady, we fucking spend so much time practicing. Like, I
Okay,
really want you to
but
understand.
how do you know when a grupo could charge that amount? Like if they bring their lights or what is that? So what if a grupo charges me $500 and they don't even have lights or nothing? No, nothing. It's just like them and the audio and some crappy ass audio, but they know how to play good.
Well, I feel like for me, it's like if I'm charging a price, for one, me la tengo que creer. It's like, okay, I'm charging this because I've been through the market and I know what I can charge and what I can't charge.
Right.
That being said, I also know there's a slight demand for, you know, people that want me to play or my group or whatever. So based on that demand, it's like, okay, if I'm getting booked Friday to Sunday at a certain price, and if I bring up the price and it stays the same or goes down a bit, I know I'm doing all right.
Right.
Now, if I crank up the price and I suddenly stop working from 3 times a week to every other week, I know I did something wrong.
Right.
So you just have to. It's a trial and error type of thing.
Yeah.
And based on the show, with the experience I have now, I know that for me, not only for the clients but for myself, for me to be in the mood and want to do all this, I'm gonna get myself, a fog machine, lights. I might have a team around me to make sure everything runs smoothly, because the longer you're in this industry, the more you realize that you can't do everything by yourself. You really can't.
You need someone to come and help you set up, take stuff down, right? Someone to run your lights,
Definitely.
someone to run your fog machine, someone that's in charge of your letra, and people don't see what goes into it, and that's one of the things that pisses me off. Like when I recommend people a grupo, they're like, hey, pero un grupo barato, And oh, that's another one. Oh, I fucking hate that shit. Look, I've been around Músicos my whole life.
Right.
And one of the things is, hey, jefe, ¿no le bajas a la hora? Like, los das un descuento? Like that. Like, why the fuck are you asking for a discount? Like, that's the shit that pisses me off.
Well, I feel like, business is business. If the client wants to ask for a discount or he's trying to get a good deal, it's business, He's gonna shoot a shot. Like,
yeah.
And
it's a hustle. It's a hustle.
Say yes, some are gonna say no. It's all business. And
so you're telling me if I get 5 hours, you're not gonna give me a discount on 1 hour? Fool? Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Chris, how do you feel about that, Chris?
Okay, hold up.
If I'm
sorry.
I'm a feed you.
One
I'm
to 10,
giving you
1 to 10,
drinks.
how bad?
I'm giving you
You
everything.
want to say it? 1 to 10.
Go, say yours
All right,
first.
cool. So we could always work out deals, definitely. Like, okay, let's say that I'm a grupo. I play 3 times a week for sure, every week. And you're asking me to give you a discount based off getting an extra hour. I'm probably going to say no. No, I have all these clients that are hitting me up and it's like, why am I going to deal with you if I'm, from a business standpoint?
Right.
And, management or whoever deals with it, That being said, if I know that I'm only working once a week or every other week and, this person hits me up and it's like, hey, we'll get you for 7 hours, but cut me a deal. For me to get that holiday and I'm not working, and if this is all I do for a living, I'm probably going to be like, yeah, all right, let's work this. I'll shoot a price.
Definitely.
So it all depends, It's all in how
It definitely depends if you need the money ASAP. Yeah, it definitely depends, because I've been in that standpoint, because when I used to wash cars and people would be like, oh, like, can you wash my car for like $25? I mean, my cousin would be like, well, yeah, like, we have nothing else to do. We have no other jobs. You know what I mean? Well, we have to take it. You know what I mean? Give me what you want and we're going to do it. But it's like, we also won't do the best job, for $25, But I mean, at the same time, we'll take the job because there is only thing, but I understand. You get me? So it just depends, like, where you're at financially. And, yeah. What do you think about that, Eddie?
To me, respect is respect. Business is business. If I charge 25 for whatever, right? Or for a grupo, if they charge fucking 350, 500, lo que sea, right? Let's just say you're working a minimum wage job. You worked your fucking 6-8 hours, lo que sea, right? And then your boss is like, oh, okay, you know what? I already paid you full time for your 6-7 hours. These last 2 hours that I have you, te voy a quitar la mitad.
Hey, wait. But at that job, they're not giving you food. At that job, they're giving you drinks. They're
Not at every party they are.
Hey, but at this one, they are, way.
Not at every party.
I'm telling you, at this one, they are, though.
Not at every party.
Well,
and not every job gives you food.
Well, okay. And I see your point.
It's just like I'm
a
saying.
minimum wage job compared to what we do it because it's not a lot of us can do it. We're charging a premium for the stuff we're doing.
Definitely.
Exactly.
So
You're
it's a
charging
luxury.
premium
It's a
because
luxury.
It's a luxury, fool. And this is what
luxury.
people don't understand.
Yeah.
Not everyone can get a grupo. Not everyone can get a fucking live grupo.
Right.
And this is what I want people to understand. Don't cheap out on shit that you can't afford.
Yeah.
Simple. It's a luxury. That's all. It's a privilege to get a grupo.
I understand that, but at the same time, are you gonna remove your reputation over $25? Saying if I got you for 7 hours for the 8th hour, come on, you can't discount me $25.
No.
What's $25? I mean,
No.
I gave you food already. I gave you food twice. I mean, that's already
Okay, but this is okay. This is
what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
are you really gonna ruin our relationship over the $25?
Are you gonna ruin our relationship for $25? I can ask you the same question.
I mean that is
Because from here on out, now you have to hit that little local tacuache group that doesn't know any songs, and you don't get to get me anymore.
That is true.
Yeah,
There you go.
I've been
this is
got.
what I see.
I've been got.
Okay, but look,
Se mamó.
look, are we talking about making a contract prior to this, or is this like you cheaping out the day of?
Chipping out the day of.
Okay, no, you respect what we talked about, what we agree on.
No, but what he like is specifically talking about is, okay, you did your contract, we paid you the 4 hours, right?
We
Because it's
got-
a minimum
yeah.
of 4.
4, right?
Okay.
Oh, I caught on. Overtime.
And then overtime,
Overtime.
you're
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to get cheap.
Overtime.
Fuck
Overtime.
Be
you.
fucking grateful. I'm not charging you more.
Oh my god,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
because
You fucking
overtime,
overtime.
every grupo that I know charges overtime. So no, I don't care if you got me for 10 hours. Your little periqueado junk ass is gonna fucking pay me the fucking extra that I ask you for.
No, it's-
Porque ahí andas todo periqueado, todo quiero un periqueado para una limonada. Pero te vas a echar la de...
Los soldados.
Fool, and that's the shit, fool. Like, you guys don't know what músicos go through because you guys aren't músicos.
Look, I'll tell you something from my experience. Definitely, I've been in a position where I don't know any better, and I'm just gonna do that because I don't know any better. I'm already starting. Up to what I've learned for the past couple years, definitely it's to value yourself, to value the work you're doing. But if we're talking about this specific scenario where it's like they're cheaping out the moment of, it's all about working deals. So like if you played your contract, whatever, and they want to get you more hours, believe it or not, it is up to the person,
The grupo.
the group of playing. It's like, hey, are we gonna, do we have it in ourselves? Are we tired? Do we like this client? That all has to do with, are we gonna keep it the same?
Definitely.
Or are we gonna charge your ass overtime because you're a fucking hard ass client?
So saying if it was a grupo a client you already have history with, they always get you, they treat you well, they feel like family. Are you gonna give them that help or?
But here's
nah?
the thing. I'm not gonna say I haven't done it,
Right.
Because I have.
Right.
I have done the paro, and if they're straight up and they've always been cool with me,
Right.
I might budge. Because at the end of the day, it's like I'm trying to get the bag, but I also don't want to do it too often because then it's like it leads to more of that.
It's
you know?
definitely slippery
Le das
slope.
las manos y te jalan la
Slippery
pinche pata, güey.
Yeah,
Así es la
yeah,
cosa.
yeah,
Definitely,
yeah.
yeah. People take
So,
advantage of stuff.
Very
fool.
selective. If you even go that route, very
Right.
selective. It's very rare. And I'll tell you one thing: the clients that do end up paying what it is are always the ones they pay what it is, and they're always treating you with
Right.
respect. Always.
Because
So,
they know how it is.
You don't have to go to that. Like, for example, it goes back to the raising your prices thing. It's like they hit you up and they're like, oh, it's X amount. Oh, pues ya le subieron. ¿Por qué tanto? Taradara. Okay, yeah, you might lose that client, but you're gonna keep the same clientele, if not gain a little more, that are willing to pay that little,
That
that
premium.
jump. And you already lost the clients that were gonna pay you regardless.
Yeah.
So it's not a loss. Okay. Again, this goes back. Okay, you have 20 clients and you raise your price, you lose 5, but now you charge X amount. Okay, you just made up for that and some. Like, where's the drink? Cheers to that, homie.
Cheers to that. You know what?
Cheers to that one.
The mixture ya está, güey, but I think you need to mix it. I'm gonna mix it for you because I think it's a little watered down. Porque está.
Yeah, because this is from a business standpoint. At the end of the day, we appreciate all our clients. We love all our clients.
Yes, sir.
There's always gonna be bad apples, and it's just what it is. No one's perfect. Cheers.
Cheers to good
Cheers,
business.
cheers.
No one's perfect, and we're just, it's a pod. It's a Algo Leve pod. We're just gonna speak our minds here.
It's just algo,
Definitely.
it's
It's algo leve.
little topic. Algo leve, algo leve. If you guys are watching a podcast right now and you guys are debating whether we're right or wrong, I want you guys to ask
Comment.
this.
Comment down. Let us know.
Comment down below.
Comment.
Now, should músicos charge less after hours? Comment down below. Are músicos
Over time.
deserving of food and water, drinks at a party? Comment down below. Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been seeing. It's not a trend, but it is something that's happening more and more often right now. What is your opinion on Santería
I fucking
within
knew it. I knew you were gonna go into it.
within Mexican music right now?
Santería, los collares. How do you feel about that, coño?
You know what? The crazy thing about shit like that,
Right.
it's always been around.
Right.
It's always been around. It's
Right.
always been subliminal. I feel like it's something that just has always been, and the fact that people are noticing it now, you can thank social media for that. Me personally, based on where I'm at now, I can't control everyone's opinion. I can't control where the music goes, but the only thing I can control is what I do and what I put out.
Definitely.
Personally, I don't want to be promoting that stuff. If they hit with that, then that's them. I try to keep in line with my beliefs and stuff. I understand I'm gonna make mistakes along the way. I'm learning as it is. I just got into I've been growing my faith more. I want to say about a year ago, and from what I've learned, it's like, hey, like you have to understand that you could be as religious, you could have faith, you could be so into it as much as you want, but you're still in this world. Not everyone's gonna agree with you, and you have to know how to navigate through all that.
So what are you?
Catholic.
So you're a Catholic, and you're a musical, right?
Right.
So say when someone asks you to sing Los Collares, are you gonna sing Los Collares? Or Se H La Pista, you're gonna sing that? You know what I mean? Just because it says that, are you gonna sing that, or you know?
You know what? I thank God that I haven't been in that position.
You never been asked to sing Los Collares or sing
no one's ever asked
Se H La
me.
Pista?
No one's ever neither or actually. One or two people, but it was a social media thing.
And saying
I didn't do it, and if they're watching this, that's the reason now, and they're my friends, and I know that they understand why.
For sure.
Now I'm saying this publicly.
Okay.
Why I didn't do it.
So this is my view on the whole thing, right?
Right.
And I'm Catholic too, right? So here's the thing: when people started like bringing out Santería into music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanted to learn the religion before anything.
Well, definitely.
So when I started telling people, okay, what is Santería? Santería derives from La Religión de Yoruba, right? And it got mixed in with Catholicism, and that turned into Santería. Like when immigrants shipped to, I think it was Cuba, and then from there, it fucking got transferred out. It turned into Santería. But then it gets washed. Because what I want a lot of kids that are listening to this music to understand what they're listening to.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Santería, right? Or La Religión de Yoruba is a bad thing.
Yeah.
No.
So what? You're telling me if I like Santería, I listen to Santería and I pray to that.
I'm just not. I'm not aligned with those beliefs.
You don't
Therefore, I'm just gonna steer clear from them.
Yeah.
Sure.
I acknowledge that they exist, but I don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, because I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but what I am saying, I just want people to understand what they're listening to and who they're singing to, right? So at the end of the day, how contradicting is it, right, for a person to sing about decapitating a person, selling drugs to a person, killing someone, to Santería? Because we're perfectly fine with singing Arley Perez.
Oh yeah.
Killing all these narcotraficantes, all narco corridos.
En la otra mano tenía un cuchillo.
Oh, you know
Lo
what? I like singing that song.
So,
La empresa del MRZ conocido. I love singing that song. And I'm aware, but I'm aware of what I'm fucking singing.
Exactly.
But I think the question comes down to, are you comfortable singing?
There we
So
go.
are you comfortable singing that though?
The Arley Perez is a fucking
Because
black.
Arley Perez is a...
Se mamó.
So that's where we go into how contradicting is it that I don't want to sing,
Santería.
Okay, Santería, because they're just praising a god at the end of the day, their god, or what they consider to be a god, right?
Right.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing when you understand the religion.
Right.
But then we're over here singing about fucking cutting off a dude's head.
It's like, what does that say about us and when we fucking allowing
And so that's what I'm saying.
Catholics
Like,
cutting heads off? I don't know about that.
I mean, I get your point
Because I never really thought about it like that, man.
shit.
Honestly, I never thought about like, oh yeah, like you can't sing Santería, but you can sing about killing all these people. I mean, sure.
or
all
like,
these narco corridos too, like fucking sending all these drugs over here. Los botones azules.
or you want to know a song that I always thought was weird?
Which one?
Amigo, tuve una novia a la edad de 14 años, era muy joven,
Catch that case.
That's pedophilia right there, my boy.
At its finest. That's the most elegant way of saying I'm a fucking pedophile.
So how
What?
comfortable? Yeah, fool. You never understood that
Bro.
song?
The girl's 14 and this nigga's like fucking.
The fool singing is like 30 something. Fool.
I never heard like the actual lyrics and like paying attention to the way. What does it say?
Amigos tenía una novia a la de 14 años, güey.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It says that way.
But you see, like, there we go. So now once we start thinking about like music, right? Is it controversial for us not to listen to a certain song? Because I remember when Sacha y La Pizza came out, it was a very catchy song. But I never understood what Santería was until one of my homies was like, fool, you can't play that song in here, right? And I was like, why? It's Santería. And you compare Santería to Brujería, right? And then I was like, what the fuck it is? Oh, I'm not going to play it. Until I started researching it, because then I got curious, right? It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not.
I think from what I learned and all the stuff that I've been doing, because I've been going to classes and just like, you know, it's what I've been learning from my religion. You shouldn't praise other things that, again, it's what I learned, but at the end of the day, it's like, what are you going to apply to it?
Right.
So this is what they taught me. It's like, you don't praise other things that don't have to do with your God. Is it necessarily it's basically like you shouldn't do it. It's like a left or right type of situation.
Yeah.
But it's not like, again, if you do your research, maybe it's not the devil, but you shouldn't do it regardless from what I've been learning. Just like I shouldn't, for example, horoscopes is like something I shouldn't really be into like that. Or like numbers and stuff like that. Like, again, everyone's free to do it, but I shouldn't really put my beliefs into that when I have the belief that I'm following.
God.
But again, what does that say about us when we're like fucking singing about the cutting heads? You know, it's a lot of contradictions, I guess. And you just have to come to terms that, hey, this is what I do for a living, and you have to, you know, whatever you're cool with and whatever you're not, you know, it's at the end of the day, it's your choice.
Well, because I was like, okay, I can't sing about the certain gods. Like, fuck, I forget the names because I'm not really familiar. Like, okay, I'm not even going to go into the names.
Right.
Like, okay, I can't sing about this specific, like, thing, but I can sing, like, a fucking Calibre 50 song. Entrenado pa matar, levantar, torturar con estilo y con clase.
Yeah.
Patrocinado mi carrera, you know, like, and
you know what it is. I think it's, where do you draw the line? I think it's let's be real. Where do you draw the line for yourself? I think it's a personal thing at this point, because no, what's it called? How does it go?
cuchillo, lo decapito, le corto el cuello.
I you know what? It's not Catholic of me, but
Y juntón le
it's a
dejo un
catchy-ass
mensaje
fucking
que
song.
para los niños su respeto.
Yeah. 500 caballos. Like I don't know.
No
Like,
me Ferrari, soy de Culiacán.
it's like,
Me gustan los
it all comes down where the fuck do you draw the line. I think that's what it is. And
It's cause like for like even from when I was younger.
if I'm being honest, if they didn't bring it to my attention, I think Los Collares would be a song I would have covered already.
I didn't even know Backpack Boys. Los Collares, I didn't even know.
Protección.
But
I was bumping that shit
Backpack Boys,
hard.
Backpack Boys, I didn't even know had Santería in it.
De la que traigo. No es por especial, pero
Oh, the Backpack Boys.
Backpack Boys has that shit
Puro
too.
backpack.
But that beginning of Sacha like pizza way, like fuck that fucking that song's a banger. I can't lie. Like now I don't want to play it because I know what it is, but I want to play it because it's
a
banger.
catchy fucking song.
So you're
Na, 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 pero por todos los
I covered
collares.
it.
Santería.
I covered the fucking song, but I didn't do it the way I wanted to. So I just put it in my drafts. But then that came out where Nata was talking about that shit.
And he got fired. He got like,
honestly,
he got,
I was like, it's because what it is, I think as a músico, yo trato de transmitir lo que dice la canción, pero no es como que yo esté de acuerdo con lo que dice.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
that's my job to transmitirlo.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, saying if I'm paying you 300, no,
We're a cover
450
band, you know?
Yeah,
like,
you know what I mean.
at
If
that
I'm
point.
paying you $500 an hour and I'm telling you to snooze collares,
Yeah.
I should expect you to snooze collares. Why?
yeah,
Because I'm paying you that price, and it shouldn't. You know what I mean? I understand. It's just.
But then
it's
again,
just
it goes
super
into
hard.
the hey, esa te la voy a deber. And
Yeah,
there's
I mean,
nothing you can
se la-
really
se
do
la- se
about
las
it.
aplicar. I think
mean,
that's
yeah.
what I would have
And
done.
there's nothing you can do about it because at that point I could just be like, nah, no
it's
me
a
la sé.
premium. This is a premium.
That's
and
true.
You know, if you wanted every song, I got una rocola, you know, but
Yeah.
but you know what?
Se mamó.
Hey, all my clients, I love you all, but you know,
That's true though.
it is what it is.
Gana la rocola mejor, güey.
It is what it is.
Anyway, so you know what? Let's
My fucking my graph work just goes down.
you know what? Client just. Well, we're gonna switch it up really quick. We're gonna have a little game for
I'm gonna take a
Chris.
shot because
We're gonna give him a shot, and then we're gonna have a little game for him. We're gonna give him some songs, and then we're gonna give him 5 seconds to play the song and play maybe 15-20 seconds of that song and sing it. You know, and we're gonna give him some songs that are hot right now, some songs that are old that were hot, and a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? Just so the viewers that are watching this long throughout the video, something I don't know, something different, something new, and I hope you fucking like it. Aquí tenemos un músico de veras. ¿Cómo chingados?
I think
I got
think
the first one.
my strong suit is music for sure. Like melodies and requintos. I feel like I'm good with that. When it comes to memorizing the lyrics, I will struggle with that one for sure.
Los Ninis. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No somos ni no ni viejos, sino todo lo contrario. Cuando ves tu niño bueno con un rifle en la mano, la escuela no nos gustó ni el trabajo de oficina. El Nintendo ya aburrió, queremos adrenalina, los niños somos de acción. La montaña patrocina.
Next song.
All right, the next song that you're gonna have. Corrido or corrido el afro.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Una bolsa de perico, mucho de mota es lo que lo distingue. Una flor de cuidado que... El corrido que yo canto no es para mafiosos, para marihuanos. Master su favorito, piscar mujercitas y un cuadro lavado.
Next song. De periódico un gallito.
Ay, cabrón.
No what? Rafael Caro Quintero.
Cómo pasaron los años, pero sé muy bien, mi nombre lo han escuchado. También deben de saber todas las hazañas que tú has logrado. Que por los años 80 era el encargado de Mundo de Largo.
Next song.
El karma. Pero que chille.
Así en el agua caliente, después ven a Culiacán. Hoy me metí en el ambiente buscando billete para progresar. Se me empezó a ver dinero, Los Ángeles trafiqué, pero nunca faltó un perro que mirando el hueso le quiere morder. tenían un secuestro express con mis hijas de red. A mi familia el precio no entra un pendejo a quererlo poner. Y si al estar yo también, pa' poderme comer. Yo que me tenía respeto, sabía que con pleitos no me iba a poder.
I can't do segunda for shit, bro.
You know what?
Do a song, I'm not for I used to be segundero. Me gusta la segunda.
¿Te gusta la segunda?
Yeah.
Hasta la cárcel voy a parar por una rata que hay por ahí. Me porcionan un cárcel en la ciudad de Guanapar. Me fueron a agarrar. Por una cárcel voy por ahí. Me porcionan.
Look, you're singing it wrong.
You're a bitch, man. Hasta la cárcel voy a parar. A una rata que hay por ahí. Me torcieron la cara en la ciudad de Guanapar. Me fueron a agarrar.
No, but you don't need to put your voice like that, though.
That's because that's how I put my voice, way. Hasta la cárcel. I wanna hear you sing this song. Because you're talking a lot of shit, way. I wanna hear you sing this song. Let's see.
Hold up, but without the music, hold up.
Benny was talking a lot of shit, so. No, I want to hear him sing this one because he was talking a lot of shit about me right now.
Hasta la cárcel fui a parar por una rata que por ahí me pusieron un 4 en la ciudad de Buenapar. Me fueron a agarrar en medio de la transacción. Cuando la DEA me procuró, no supe bien lo que pasó. 3 años me aventé en prisión. Recuerdo una semana atrás, andábamos en Michoacán. Con mi carnal del Chapo andábamos bien en fiesta, 2 billetes había de más. No se vencieron con el... It's just like, well, this one doesn't understand that once you read lyrics, it's different.
It is hard when you read lyrics. Shout out to all the people that watched episode 4 of Algo Leve podcast. This is the end of the podcast. Thank you for the people that watched the end of it and came to this part. I appreciate it. Anything you guys want to comment, down, subscribe, all that. Ben, you have anything to say?
Like, share, subscribe, follow the homie Chris. We're going to drop his @ down below.
Definitely. No. I mean, yeah, definitely. We're going to put his @ down below. Follow him. You know, do all that. Keep in touch. He has talent. You know, if any gigs you guys want out there, hit him up. Chris, anything you want to say before we cut the cameras?
Follow me on all the fucking socials.
Yeah, where can we find you at? What's your socials at? Where can we find you at?
Instagram at Chris La Visión, and everything else probably the same thing.
Just from there we can find your information.
Yeah, just from there. Just go on Instagram.
Sounds good. Well, I appreciate you coming on to the podcast. Well, thank you for...
Thank you guys for having me, because I fuck with podcasts like heavy, and I watch podcasts in general, so it was pretty cool to be a part of one. That's pretty sick.
Oh yeah, well, it's an honor to have you here.
For all the people that are supporting us, that have been supporting us, right? To the homie that got us the gear, right? To all the homies that have been giving us like instructions on how to use it, and everyone who's been shouting us out and fucking reposting our shit. I want to say thank you to all you guys. I really appreciate you guys.
It does mean a lot.
It's a shitload of love, and we hope to one day get big, so I don't talk to any one of you ever again. Nah. Nah. Look, to everyone.
But definitely, I appreciate everyone that comments and reposts it. It does mean a lot because it isn't easy to like get shit out there. You know what I mean? It does take a lot for us and like a lot of prep work and a lot of behind the scenes work. So I do appreciate the people that support us, and we're here to support the people that support us. You know what I mean? So
we want to blow up. We want big houses. We want fast cars.
I just want to fill my fridge. Well, we all have different goals.
I don't want to rely on EBT no more. Just like that. I just don't want to rely on EBT
I
no more.
don't want to cut hair no more. Please, like blow us up.
I want to play at stadiums.
I want to be there at that stadium and
I'm
sing.
fucking dead.
I
I'm
want to
fucking
get fucked
dead.
up at a stadium and
I'm
get walked off
fucking
by
dead.
security guards.
I want to go
Ross
to
right
a
at him.
stadium and get shy so that people could talk shit about how bad I do at that stadium because they've never sang.
Well,
And have fucking random kids with caps on fucking talking shit about me.
that's crazy. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Episode 4. Hope you guys
Número
enjoyed it.
4.
Follow, comment, subscribe, and we're out, guys.
Wait, no, we're not out. Hay para toda la gente que está viendo de México, un chingo de gracias por todo el
Un
apoyo.
saludón.
Hay saludos a todos ustedes de toda parte de México. Saludos a
Un
Sinaloa,
saludo.
a Michoacán, Durango, Zacatecas, Jalisco,
Arigato.
Nayarit.
Guerrero. A toda la gente que los está viendo de
Culiacán.
todos, de Culiacán, Sinaloa, la verga.
Los de Francia, saludos. Aquí.
Oh,
de
los de
Francia.
Francia,
Exotic.
los de Alemania.
Everywhere, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're out, guys.
Fuck.